precaution, if that makes sense.
Right.
So if you're very open to somebody, and I've learned that from experience as well. So precaution and experience. So I used to have I believe I've told you about this girl actually, where she was quite wanting a relationship, and I told you that she just survived um, cancer. I don't know
Yeah.
if I do you remember that? Yeah. So
Yes, I do. Yeah.
yeah. So at one point we got close, and I'm not saying close like because it's virtual. It's virtual anyway. She's not anywhere near me, but she developed this habit of trying to ring me every day, and I don't like that. I
Mm.
don't want somebody to be ringing me every day. I mean, if it's somebody that I'm in a relationship with and I see that person every day, that's different. But if I don't see you every day and you're ringing me every day, I've got other things to do. And that phone call, I don't want to be rude to you. Anyway, so, and I said something about a decision that I made regarding a business proposal a few years ago. Not so I say a couple of years ago, and I made it based on some personal reasons, and and that was supposed to earn me a good amount of money. But I looked at it and I looked at who I was going to be doing the business with, and I said, well, it's probably not wise to have your name associated with a certain person. It
Mm.
might come up in the future. You don't know, because I didn't really know the guy well. So I was saying that to her, and she just, without knowing the reason why I turned down that business proposal, she said, "Oh, I know you said you've made a lot of wrong decisions in business." And I thought, who are you? Who are you to be judging me?
Well, yeah, you would think that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that. I thought you don't even know half of the story. I just told you. I think I just
Mm.
blotted it out. Unconsciously. I just said, I know I've made a lot of, and who hasn't? I don't see anybody that hasn't made a decision that didn't go well. You make decisions every day of your life. You have decisions to make, whether it is what to eat or what to wear, or how to
Mm.
reply to somebody or how to be around somebody. You make decisions, don't you? And so you don't always get it right. So I said to her, I said, you're not in a position to tell me that I've made a wrong decision. I know I've made the wrong decision, but I'm trying to justify it for myself alone. And I've just told you because, we seem to be talking
Mm.
more often. And she just said, "Oh yeah, all right then. I won't butt in. I won't even, And I thought, you know, I was angry that day. I was really angry, and I said, "Listen, I'll have to speak to you later." I said, I don't even, I don't even think I should be talking to you anyway. So yeah,
And in a
so
way, she was,
yeah,
yeah,
go on.
she was sort of saying what you yourself had felt, though, wasn't she?
I know, I know, I know, I know,
But it
I
was the fact
know.
that she said it, I suppose.
It was the fact that she said it. I mean,
Yeah.
you could tell me, you could share something with me and say, perhaps I should have done it. I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have, waited a little bit,
Yeah.
or sought more advice, or get more clarity on it before I did it, right? I would relate it to myself straight away. I would say, you know what? I've been there,
Yeah.
right? Perhaps straight away, I would say, you know what? I've been there,
Yeah.
right? Perhaps not in the same exact situations or in the same circumstances that you've been in, but I wouldn't be critical of you. I would not. I would
No.
look at it.
No.
Yeah, I would look at it as a human being. I would say, you know what? Humans, as humans, we're not bound to get it right all the time. So
Mm.
I would have a little bit of sympathy. But she just went right in for the jugular. She was like, you said you've, and I thought, who are you? and that's one of the reasons why I sort of limit a little bit. I just think to
Yeah.
myself, you know what? Let it come up in conversation. If it comes up in conversation, that's fine. But don't be too, because then somebody might share their own opinion and
Yeah.
and yeah, and knock your positive into negative. So you might be thinking positive of something, and then somebody says something, and you think, whoa, it might be helpful, but you don't want to hear it, do you? Well, for me, I'm just thinking of myself.
I
Yeah,
suppose it's the human etiquette, isn't it? We don't like to say things which are overtly critical of somebody unless they've asked our opinion and say, what do you
yeah,
think of a decision I made or something like that. But otherwise, I suppose we all tend to abide by, society's norms, the way people behave, and not to get too intrusive.
yeah.
Hopefully, you didn't find my assessment of you intrusive. Even I suppose it was
No,
pretty positive, wasn't it? Really.
it was pretty accurate as well. It was very, very accurate. I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, how did he know me that well? Yeah, that
Well,
that is
well
that is just me.
let me
Yeah,
well, I'm impressed that you liked it. So let me continue that theme then,
yeah,
because we were talking about the star signs, the zodiac signs. Even if we probably don't believe in horoscopes, and I'm staggered to think that 50% of Americans or any other group actually believe them.
yeah,
Um, Probably to do with the fact that people sometimes find things, predicting something positive for the future comfortable, and it's just something that makes them feel a bit self-reflective. And yeah, they perhaps we all want to believe something that we've always wanted is going to happen, and if somebody says that or we read it, maybe that's an influence. Have you heard of PT Barnum? Have you heard of PT Barnum?
no, I can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, he was an American showman and businessman in the 19th century, and amongst other things, he toured America and the world. He came to England as well, with his show. Now, it was sometimes unkindly called a freak show. I mean,
Right.
possibly it was